Hey everyone, welcome to another amazing episode of Crash Course. That's right, formerly Crash Course Radio, now Crash Course Podcast. With yours truly, Peter Crouch. Always looking to have a good time. Hey, you know what I like to say? I like to say here, you listen, you learn, and you have fun. Right? Can't beat that. Gaining useful stuff, information, and knowledge, and having a good time. Occasional joke here and there, and it's all free. All free. We don't send you a bill. We don't ask for donations. And there's no charity here. All right. So on that note, welcome everybody. If you're tuning in to tune back, you've been here before. You listened to us. Thank you very much. Continue to listen. Continue to spread the love. Let everybody else know out there what we are, who we are, what I'm doing here. This is important stuff. I'm going to show you how important it is. So we had a gentleman reach out to me. All right. I'll just say his name is John. John, if you're listening, John, what's up? All right. So John had a problem, right? That's most of why people are going to call, right? You either have an issue, a problem, or you're looking for help, right? Or you're trying to find a body shop. Which, by the way, folks, let's not forget. Let's not lose perspective here. Collision Services Network, LLC, collisionservicenetwork.com. Please go to collisionservicenetwork.com, all right, to find an amazing body shop, okay? All of our client body shops that are listed on our network are the best, all right? And I'm not saying that, as a cliche. They really are some of the best in the industry here in Long Island. And these guys, listen, they know how to fix a car. They know why they have to fix it a certain way. And the most important thing, though, here, this big distinction, all right, it's a very big distinction, folks. All right, these folks are going to look out for you. All right, they're going to represent your interests, not the interests of the insurance company, and we'll talk about that here today a little bit. All right, and they're going to fix your car the right way. And what do I mean by that? Well, you got the insurance guys, right? They come in, everything is, you heard of El Chapo? Well, they got El Cheapo out there. So they send El Cheapo out, and he wants to fix your car for nothing. And you don't care. Right? Gives you shillings and tells the body shop, good luck, fix the car. Oh, and by the way, they'll also tell you out of the same breath, out of the other side of their mouth, they'll also say, well, we're very concerned that this customer's car get repaired the right way. We go to all of the training, the ICARs, the ASC, and we maintain all of our certifications, and we really are concerned that car. All right, they're full of shit, okay? Sorry for the explicative, but I really think it fits there. I think it drives home an important point, which is the insurance guys are not your friend, okay? But you know who is your friend? Our body shops, our client body shops at collisionservicenetwork.com. That's right. They are your friend, okay? And they're going to stand in your shoes, and they're going to represent your interests. And that's important, folks, very important. Listen, I'm not just an academic or a talking head, right? Used to say that a lot on the radio. It's still true today. I work in a body shop every day. I'm there for 9 hours, 10 hours a day. All right, V&J Auto Body, to be specific, okay? Of course, one of our amazing network partners and a big supporter of the show. Thank you very much to Chandler Ravone and James Ravone, the two new owners of V&J. Thank you guys for your continued support. All right, you guys were there from the beginning. But seriously, folks, I speak about these things from a realistic standpoint. Right? I'm not some guy representing a trade magazine or some trade show or some special interest group that runs around and pats guys on the back or says, hey, I'm gonna make your shop $1 million this year, right? These management teams that come in there and they look at all your stuff and all your shit, and then they tell you, oh, do this, do that, and do this, and you'll make $1 million. And by the way, write out a check for me for $100,000. All right, that's not me. All right. I'm a real guy. I'm working in the industry. All right, I'm dealing with the folks every day. I get people coming through my door. All right, banged up cars or situations involving the insurance company. All right, so it's very, very important. Very important. I can't stress it. It's more important today than ever before that you understand who's fixing your car, why they're fixing it, and if they're even qualified to fix it. Now, they'll tell you they are, right? They're not going to admit to you. I mean, some of them might. But most of them aren't, right? Most of them are going to lie. They're going to say, yeah, no problem. I can fix that. Because it's the money god, right? They look at your car as a dollar bill. But if you go to collisionservicenetwork.com, right, when you go there, you'll see our network. And if every body shop on there, okay, has been vouched by me, all right? And these folks, most of them have certifications across the board, at least industry certifications. A lot of them have manufacturer certifications. All right, and that's important, very important today, folks. Very, very important. All right, unless you have a very old model car, it is very significant on who's fixing your car and whether or not they meet the certain standards that the manufacturers put in place. All right, so that's what we do here, right? That's what we like to do here. That's what we do here very well at Crash Course Podcast. All right, we entertain you and we educate you. All right, what we like to say is we're giving you knowledge and information you need and can use and advice you can trust. You heard it here. All right, never so true. Hey, so today we're going to go back to basics. All right, back to basics. I like that. What does that mean exactly? All right, you're probably like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Basic what? Basic football, baseball. I'm talking about when it involves insurance and auto body, right? And I know this isn't anything we're going to all be talking about at the coffee table or next time you have a barbecue and you're cracking a brewski with your buddy. You know, that doesn't come up in conversation, right? Even if you are bored out of your skull and the two of you have nothing to talk about, believe me, the insurance and body shop will probably never come up in conversation. All right, I get it. You know, it's so true. It's not a very exciting thing to speak about, right? It's not very invigorating subject matter. Okay. However, I do want to stress, okay, that it is very, very, very important, though. Okay, so here at Crash Course, we like to say we are the real voice. Folks, there are other guys out there that like to claim this mantra. They like to put it on their fancy, colorful magazine, the voice of the auto body industry. Bullshit, okay? Because you don't hear them talking, you hear me talking, all right? Remember that. All right, and that's for my friends out there in the auto body world. Listen up, okay? You listening to me? Auto body guys across the fruited plains of Long Island here. The real voice is Crash Course, Collision Service Network, all right? Because we're talking to the folks. We're getting the word out, all right? We're educating the folks. We're letting them know what their rights and expectations are as it relates to their insurance policy, their auto policy, all right? And we're also, more importantly, we're educating them about the auto body world. Very important stuff. And it is important because a lot of the cars that we're driving today are very, very technical. They're not the same cars from the 80s. They're not even the same cars. I would argue they're not even the same cars from the early 2000s. Folks, that's how quick, how fast this stuff is changing. All right? And when I mean stuff, I mean the materials that are utilized in the manufacture of these cars, the technical packages, all right? All this stuff. It just seems to change from year to year. Or actually, maybe every 6 months. At any rate, so back to basics. We're going to cover some stuff here real quick. All right? I'm not going to dwell on everything, but we're going to mention it. And I call it back to basics because it's things that are very significant, very important to all of us. We just don't think about it, all right? Because we just take it for granted. That's human nature. We take a lot of shit for granted, and we probably shouldn't, but we do because we're human. You know, and as long as everything is copacetic and, you know, everything's going great, you know, we don't think about a lot of stuff, right? Well, we don't think about a lot of stuff that we don't think we should think about, but we really should be thinking about it. And so hopefully this will get you to think about the stuff that we should be thinking about, because if you're not thinking about it, then not thinking about it can really put you in a bad way. Everybody catch all that? Tongue twister. See, you're having fun. We're having fun here at Crash Course. All right, here we go. First one, big back to basic issue, deductibles. God, I love this one. I love the deductible. Folks, everybody should know what that word is, and probably half the people out there right now are scratching their head or laughing their ass off saying, I don't know what the hell he's talking about, deductible. Your insurance deductible. Very important. You should know what it is because it's the amount of money you told the insurance guys you're willing to pay. And folks, some of this money that you told the insurance companies you're willing to pay is really getting off the charts. I'm seeing $2,500 deductibles. Folks, do you understand that when you turn around and say, yeah, I'm good with that, give me a $2,500 deductible, all right? You just told the insurance guys that you're going to set that money aside and it's going to sit there. I don't give a shit where it sits, in an interest-bearing account, in your piggy bank, you know, in your backyard at a ditch. It's going to sit there and it's going to be available in case you have an accident. That's called financial responsibility laws. All right, so when we tell the insurance company, yeah, no problem, man, I got that money, I'm going to set it aside. Great. All right, there you go, man. There's your $2,000 deductible. Now you go down the road and you drive your car into a wall or into a tree. And your car ends up with me at my shop. You know what the first thing is after the pleasantries and introductions are made? You know what the very first issue is that they want to know about, most people? What about my deductible? Okay? What about my deductible? I love it. And I love when it comes out because me and my partner always draw straws on how quick it's going to come up. Whether it's going to come up in the beginning of the conversation, the end of the conversation, the middle. It comes up, folks. It always comes up. Very few people that walk into my shop say, I got a $500 D and I'm going to give you a check or credit card, no problem. Some do. Very, very rare. I'd say probably 90% of the time people ask me, what about my deductible? And I look at them, I'm like, what about it? I get like a Beavis and Butthead response. All right. Because I think that they've been convinced either from a broker or an agent or the television or their friend or their family that, hey, you just go into the body shop, man. You make your deductible $2,000, go into that body shop and you just tell them, I can't pay it. Folks, I'm here to deliver the good news and the bad news. Okay. First, the bad news. The bad news is that's not a guarantee. Okay. So put that out of your head. Forget that. All right. No guarantee that any body shop is going to save your whole deductible, a percentage of your deductible, okay, or half of it. All right. It's not a guarantee. No matter what anybody told you, they lied to you. They're lying. All right. And if your broker did it, he was lying to you because he wants to sell the policy. All right. So that's a lie. Here's another lie. Having a high deductible lowers your premium. No, it doesn't. Doesn't at all. Be honest with yourself. When you raise your deductible up, right? Most companies have some kind of a calculator and everything. You can figure this out. When you raise your deductible up, how much money do you think is coming off your premium? You want to know how much? You want to know how much a $1,000 deductible takes off? $100. You want to know how much a $1,500 takes off? $150. You want to know how much a $2,000 deductible? $150 to $200. That's per year, folks. So take that $150, that $200, divide that out over 12 months, because I know you're not paying the premium up front. Some of you do. Most of us don't. I'm not really good with math. In fact, I suck with math, so I'm going to let everybody else out there in the audience figure that out. But let's divide 12 into 200 at 150, and what is that? What are we saving? What are you doing? You're trading a discount on a premium of $150 to $200 for a $2,500 payment. That's what you just did. You basically said, hey, I want $2,000 deductible. So if I have an accident, I'm going to pay that, but I'm going to save $150 a year on my premium. Folks, it's moronic, idiotic, okay? And I would say irresponsible. Stop doing that. Who's ever telling you to do that, they're nuts, all right? They're lying to you. They're morons. And I don't care who it is. And I don't care how they try and rationalize it. It's all bullshit. Your deductible should be no more than $500. A $500 deductible is very manageable. It gives you a very manageable premium. And in the event you have an accident, that is something that a lot of body shops can manage. And what I mean by manage is maybe they can work with you on that. You come into a shop, you say, I got $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. Good luck. All right? So that's the problem with deductibles. All right? What I like to say is deductibles cost you money on accidents and save you very little money on your premium. Very little money. Cost you a lot of money on your accident, saves you little tiny money on your premium. All right? So stop doing it. Endorsements. All right? One other thing on deductibles. If you go to an insurance-sponsored shop, all right? Now, if you've been listening to me, you know what that is. Sometimes they refer to it as a direct repair program, insurance company-sponsored repair program. whatever you want to call it. It's basically body shops who have agreed to work with the insurance company's repair criteria, which is an oxymoron because it's not. The criteria has nothing to do with repairing your car. The criteria, it should be the insurance company's save money criteria because that's what that is. All right, folks. If you go to one of those shops, among many other things that could happen to you, one thing I'm going to guarantee you it's going to happen. You're going to pay your damn deductible, the whole deductible, folks. Doesn't matter how shitty the job comes out, how much aggravation they give you there, how much the insurance company doesn't give a damn. You're paying that deductible. All right? Remember that. Go to an insurance-sponsored shop. Take your car to an insurance company body shop, a body shop that's working with the insurance company. You will pay your whole deductible. And there's nothing illegal about not, oh, you know what? I was going to move on. I didn't even cover this. Folks, hello. All right, listen up, okay? There is nothing illegal in not paying your deductible. Woof, I'm glad I got to this one. My producer guy and engineer extraordinaire is leaning back in his chair laughing. I'm glad I got to this. I almost got ahead of myself. All right, let me clear the air once and for all. All right, because I get a lot of variations on this. I get it from the insurance adjusters. I get it from customers. You know, some customers come in and whisper, "Hey, can we work with the deductible?" Sure. Don't tell the CIA or the FBI though. I mean, folks, the deductible, the insurance companies, they don't give a rat's ass. You know why? Because before they pay you, they take it off. So if your damage repair estimate comes to $10,000 and you told them you were really happy with paying $1,000 of that, guess what? You're getting a check for $9,000. So insurance company A is like, here you go, buddy. There's your check for $9,000. Knock yourself out. They don't really give a damn if you pay all that, you don't pay that, you pay half of that. They don't give a shit, folks, because they retained that cost. They made the adjustment on your payout. Right? Their adjuster said it's $12,000 repair. No problem. We're going to cut them a check for $11,000. What do you mean 11? Well, you told me you were good with $1,000, right? Oh, okay. That's it. One and done. Check goes out. Boop. Claim gets closed. They don't know if you pay it, you don't pay it. They don't give a shit. There is no paperwork that you ever file with the state, with the insurance company, or anyone else that wants to know if you paid your deductible. All right? So, what do we learn here today, among many other things? Because that's what you do. You get very smart. When you listen to Crash Course podcast, you're going to be some of the smartest folks out there. At least when it comes to this subject matter. I can't speak for anything else, but folks, you're going to be some of the smartest folks out there. All right? Not paying your deductible is not a crime, folks. All right? You know, hello. Not a crime. Okay, it's not grand larceny. It's not insurance fraud. I hear that from the insurance judge. Oh, it's insurance fraud. It's insurance fraud. No, it's not. No. It's not anything. If anything, I mean, if you really wanted to drill down into this and get all kinds of nutsy and crazy and legal and, be a bunch of legal eagles and sit around and, coffee clutch and punch holes in this, maybe you could say it's a contract violation, right? Who gives a shit? The insurance company sure don't, because once they cut you a check, bye-bye. They don't even give a damn if you get the car fixed. They don't even care. Folks, I'm telling you this because I did this. I worked for these people. Almost 30 years. I settled claims. I was a license adjuster. I still am. All right, so I'm speaking from experience and also from a very educated background on this, all right? It is not a crime to not pay a deductible. Point blank. Now we can get into other things that could create a crime involving the deductible. Absolutely. But you not paying the deductible is not a crime. Okay? And if you go to one of our Collision Services Network body shops, okay, some of those folks will offer you a discount. Hello. Discount on your deductible. Go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com, find one of our amazing network partners, and a lot of these guys, not all of them, but a lot of them will we'll try to offer you a discount on your deductible. All right? Try that with an insurance company-sponsored shop. Good luck. Ain't happening. All right? You're going to pay the whole thing. You're going to get a shit job, a headache, nobody to back you up. And on top of that, they want your money then when you go to get your car. Right? Amazing. Great program. It's really there for the folks. No, it's not. All right. So I'm glad I got that out before I move on here quick. We're going to forget endorsements. Let's see. What's a good one here? Oh, this is another good one I like. Shopping your insurance. What the hell's that mean? Right? Probably like, this guy's, I think he's got something in that iced tea he's drinking. It's spiked. I got vodka in here. Folks, shop your insurance. Sounds funny, right? You're probably like, well, what do I go to the Five and Dime or something like that? Or I go down to Target and they got insurance kiosk in there? No. What I mean is look at your damn insurance policy. Folks, look at your policy every 6 months. All right? That's what's called shopping your insurance. What are you paying for? Do you know? Most people don't. Come into my shop. I ask them, "What's your collision?" I don't know. Do you have physical damage coverage? I don't know. Okay, I don't know is not a really good answer though, especially after you've been involved in an accident. It's not a good idea to find out, right? So you want to know what you're paying for, why you're paying for it, how much you're paying for, right? And when it comes to coverages, folks, listen up. Hello. Make sure you have the right dollar amount of coverages. And I'm going to tell you something right now, folks. In New York State, you must carry uninsured, underinsured coverage. But here's the kicker. It's very minimal. In fact, I would argue it might as well not even exist. Do yourself a favor. Here's a homework lesson for everybody. Go home, look at your policy. I don't care if you don't feel comfortable, you want to call your agent, your broker, your I don't know, your 9-year-old, I don't know, talk to somebody. But seriously, though, uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, make sure you're paying for the most amount of coverage you can afford. Folks, this happened to me. All right, if you were following me on the radio, it happened while I was on the radio, right? I had a very bad accident. Got railed in the back by some woman who just didn't think it was important enough to pay attention. Her phone was more important. Destroyed me and another guy. I got injured. It was a big mess, all right? That was a big mess. But guess what? You know what got messier? Apparently, she wanted to be an irresponsible you-know-what and then didn't give a shit and didn't have enough coverage. So now I had serious injuries and pain and suffering and was inconvenienced, to say the least, about my truck and everything. It was a nightmare. Only to find out that this person that injured me didn't have enough coverage. Now, I, being educated, having come from the industry, I knew better, and I had very high limits on my uninsured, underinsured coverage. All right, but folks, seriously, I can't stress this enough. Here on Long Island, all right, it's a very, very big problem. A lot of people driving around with no insurance on their cars or minimal coverage, and good luck, man. Good luck. God forbid. God forbid. All right? So please, shop your insurance. Check your policies. You should do it every 6 months. Every 6 months. Especially if you got a family, a lot of things going on, right? People getting new cars, getting rid of cars, adding stuff, adding stuff to their cars, refurbishments to their car, the house. You decided that putting on a sun deck off the back was a great idea. Well, guess what? Did you insure it? Whoops. Goes on fire. Whoopsie. Not a good idea to find out that you forgot to let the insurance company know about that. All right. I mean, it's not funny, obviously, but these things happen. So shop your insurance. Check everything out. Please make sure that you have these coverages. Folks, I handle claims. I settle claims. I had to give bad news. And bad news is not fun. Okay? And it's even worse when you're the recipient of it. All right, so let's stop that. All right, what else do we want to touch on? One more subject here. All right. You've heard me talk about this, but I'm going to beat this. I don't know where they came up with that one, beat a dead horse. Who was beating a dead horse anyway? And why? When they say it's like beating a dead horse to death. Well, why were you beating the horse to begin with? There's actually a book out there. Well, now you could probably Google it. My producer's cracking up. He's like, half my age here, or even younger than that. He's laughing. back in my day, there was a book for everything, right? You go to the book or Encyclopedia Britannica. Now you just Google it. But it's hysterical, right? All these these sayings and these cliches, beat a dead horse. Who the hell's beating a dead horse? Anyway, I digress. So, folks, I don't even know where to start with this photo inspections. All right, just stop it. All right, please stop. All right, it's not fun. It's not flashy. It's not glamorous. It's not cool. All right. It's none of that. You want to take pictures. Everybody thinks it's so great. Oh, I got an iPhone. I got this phone. I got this gadget. This thing does this. This thing, takes pictures and then talks to me and dances on my desk. Great. All that's fine. Just don't involve the insurance company, though. And, folks, if you get in an accident and you want to take photos, great. Take photos. I don't know why, but take photos. Look, I get it. Some lawyers might ask for them. Did you take a photo at the scene? Yeah. Great. Fine. You want to try and preserve evidence, right, at the scene of the crime? No problem. Take the photos. But, folks, you don't send them to anybody. Hello. Don't send them to anybody. Okay? That includes the insurance companies. The first thing they do after they say, hey, how you doing, Mr. McGillicuddy? So sorry for everything that happened to you. Oh, by the way, do you have photos? Your answer is, no, I don't. Oh. Can you take photos? No, I can't. Oh. That stops the whole process for them. Tough. Okay? Tough shit is what I say. All right? Folks, understand this. Taking photos of your damaged vehicle, first of all, you're not a licensed professional. You have no idea what you're doing. I'm sorry. I know everybody's an expert today with everything, right, because of technology. You're not. Sorry to break the bad news, but you're actually not. All right. Examining a damaged car, okay, analyzing the vehicle for damage. Those are a set of specific skills that individuals develop through experience and training. Not you. That's not you. Okay. You might be very good at what you do, whatever it is that you do, but you don't do that. All right. So don't take pictures of your car and don't send them to the insurance company. And folks, here's another thing. You're giving up your privacy. Everything on that photo becomes the property of the insurance company. You're going to ask for it back? Good luck. You'll never get that back. All right? I don't know. You're probably sitting out there. Everybody's probably like rolling their eyes. Who gives a shit? It's a photo of a damaged car. Okay. It's a photo of a damaged car. How about the photo of that damaged car comes back to bite you right in the ass later on? Okay? Because they used the photo of that damaged car that you sent them to deny your claim. All right. Don't say it doesn't happen because it happens. All right. Or forget the denial. Maybe they use the photos of your damaged car to kick off an investigation. All right. Because you thought you were a smart guy, smart girl. All right. You thought you knew what you were doing. You thought you were smart. I'm going to send them photos right to my insurance company. I'm going to help them out. Folks, they don't need help. Last thing the insurance companies need is our help. They're very good at making money, cutting costs. All right, what do I always say? What's the mantra? Insurance companies do one thing really well. They do two things. They collect money and invest it. And then guess what else they do? They find ways to cut costs when, where, and often. And that starts the minute we file a claim. Folks, sending photos of your damaged car results in a few things. One, loss of privacy and ownership of property that's yours. Two, results in a severely undervalued adjustment of your damaged vehicle. Severely, folks. I mean, to the tune that 90% of these estimates that they generate from your photo require a supplement. What that means is the body shop has to call their guy back to renegotiate the whole thing because you didn't get the money that you really deserved to restore your vehicle. And the third thing it does, it delays the whole process. Okay? Because now they turn around and say, well, we wrote an estimate. The guy sent us we wrote you an estimate. You have an estimate already. Good luck. Don't do it. All right? When I was on the radio, we were revising the old Nancy Reagan program, which said just say no. Nancy Reagan had a program, and she called it the Just Say No to Drugs. Well, I'm telling you, we're starting that again. Just say no to photo inspections. Okay, folks, I'm telling you. The insurance company is not your friend. They're not asking for those photos to help you. They're asking them to screw you. Okay? That helps them control the claim. And by controlling the claim, they control the cost and they control the outcome. That's not good for you. It's not good for me. It's not good for anybody. Okay? Not good for anybody. It's good for them. Not good for us. So the hell with them. All right? They hire people for that. They don't want to hire people for that. They want to use you. So they get rid of those people. They get rid of good paying jobs. You want to do that? You want to be the one that's participating in getting rid of good paying jobs? High quality, high paying jobs? I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't want to be the guy helping that. Right? My premium ain't going down for that. So why should I help them get rid of jobs? No, don't do it. All right? We don't need to help the insurance companies do anything. Certainly don't need to help them shed jobs so they can save money because all of a sudden you're gonna be an expert and start taking pictures of your car. Bullshit. You don't know anything. You don't know what you're looking for. You're going to take a picture of the damage that you see. Well, how about the damage you don't see? The indirect damage or the hidden damage or damage where you wouldn't even think you were going to find damage. All right? So now you heard that. Everybody's going to start smartening up out there, right? I know it. I could just feel it, man. We're going to see a tremendous reduction in photo inspections. Yeah, I keep hoping, boy. I keep hoping. I don't know how many people stroll into my shop. I sent the insurance company photos. I have an estimate. Great. And then you know what they asked me after that? Can you help me with my deductible? Folks, like I said, when you send them photos of your damaged car, all right, and you send them information, you surrender your privacy, all right, and you surrender your flexibility. Period. That's why they do it. They're not doing it to help you. They're doing it to help them. So don't help them. Help you. Because when you help you, you're helping me to help you. All right? So let me just hit one more, and then I think we'll close out this episode of Crash Course. Let me see here. Understanding your rights, expectations, and options. All right? I can't stress that enough, folks. You have rights and expectations under your policy. You pay for this. I pay for it. You pay for it. He pays for it over there in the corner, my producer. He's laughing. We all pay for this. We pay a lot. I don't know if you've been looking, folks, but hello, wake up. Most insurance policies have gone up 24% in the last 3.5 years. 24%. Okay? 24%. I don't give a damn if you have the cleanest record, if you haven't ran into anything or anybody, doesn't matter. Most policies have gone up 24%. I don't know about you. That's a hell of a lot of money. All right? So I'm looking for a little return on that money. I don't know about you. Right? I'm looking for a little return on that money. So when I have a loss, I may have been paying that 10, 20, 30 years. Now I have a loss. I'm expecting some kind of return on that investment, right? I'm expecting some kind of return on that money. Now, insurance guys out there probably all cursing me out. That's bullshit. That's not how insurance works. That's not the principle of insurance. Well, you're damn right. That's not the principle of insurance. The principle of insurance is what? Collect a lot of money, right? Create a big pool so that the minority risk people who are going to have losses, we're able to take care of. Great. No problem with that. It's a great idea. It's a great concept. It's been working for 100 years now. Okay, but as a consumer, because that's what we are, right? An insurance policy is a product. It's a service product. And as a consumer, I have rights and expectations under that policy. That's a contract. It's an adhesion contract. I'll grant you that. I mean, you don't really sit down and hammer out the details, right? I mean, we kind of sign and write a check and we walk away. Okay, but there are inherent rights and expectations in there that as insureds, as consumers, we have a right to expect, to demand. Insurance companies seems to want to forget about that shit when you have a loss. Okay? But if you're listening to this program, Crash Course, you're going to understand why that's not the right way to handle it. Okay? If you have an accident and you have to file an insurance claim, you have rights and expectations under that contract. All right? And that's what we do here. We want to make you understand that, what that is, flexibility. Right? You get on the phone, they say, hey, you got to take your car over here, and they're going to, no, I don't. Excuse me? Nah, I don't have to do that. I listen to the guy on Crash Course. I don't have to do any of that. What I have to do is make my car available, between normal business hours, Monday to Friday, at a place. Listen, folks, wake up. Hello. Make your car available at a place, what? Reasonably convenient for you. Not them. You. All right, so when they're telling you, when they're trying to force you to go to their body shop, you got to go over there. Car's got to get... No, it doesn't. That's what we mean, folks, when I say knowing your rights and expectations under your policy. It's very important. It's very important. It's no different than... it's no different than paying anybody else. Your accountant, your electrician, your banker, your dentist, your doctor, right? You're paying these people. You're expecting something, some result, okay? Some kind of service, and you should demand and expect the same thing from your insurance company and your insurance policy, okay? All right, I think we're going to leave it at that. There's a couple other interesting little tidbits on the back to basics protocol here, and we'll save that for another sunny day. I actually think it got sunny today, too. I didn't think we were going to see sunny. I thought I was going to build an ark and float away. All right, folks, as usual, had a great time. I hope you did, too. All right, and keep spreading the word, please. Let everybody know about who we are, what we're doing here. All right, we're doing good stuff. Like I said, I had that gentleman, John, reach out to me, and he had I saw at the beginning of the program, he did have a problem there with, he had a motorcycle claim, and they totaled it, and he thought he was getting the shaft, and he was, because that's what they do, okay? Unfortunately, because he spoke to them before he spoke to me, all right, that's our slogan. You should be speaking to us, should be calling us before you speak to them. But he didn't. That's okay. All right, I was still able to explain everything to him, and I was able to help him recover an additional $400. All right? That's what we do here, Crash Course. That's what we do at CollisionServiceNetwork.com. Go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com. Please go there, check us out, get familiar with us. So if, God forbid, you need that service, you need an excellent body shop, you know where to go. All right, folks, signing off here, Crash Course. All right, keep spreading the love, spreading the word. Let everybody know who we are, what we're doing. And we'll see you back here again.